So, getting started here, this is a picture of smoke signals. This is what I like to call as the original form of social media, mass communication. So back in the day when the original people wanted to send a signal to another tribe, they would have to go to the highest mountain, build a fire, and then send out smoke signals. And that is an example of mass communication. So from that time, we have gone from smoke signals to mobile signals. And mobile signals has allowed us to be a generation of global connection. And so what do I mean by that? What I mean by that is you guys can literally have friends all over the world. Who has a cell phone? Give me a thumb if you got a cell phone. All right, who has an iPod? Who listens to music on an iPod? Okay, who has an iPad? Who has a Nintendo, a game, like a PlayStation, 360 Xbox, one of those? Okay. Who has a laptop? All right. Who has, let me see, like a PDA where you can keep address book? What about a Nook where you can read books online? What about a wireless television? I don't know, some people are even buying those now. These are all devices that are mobile wireless devices. Yeah, both hands up so I can see. So who has two hands up? They have two hands up? You have two hands up? All right, what about wireless mouse? Who has a wireless mouse? All right. So this is how prevalent technology is to all of us. Everybody at least has their hand up for something. And what does that say? That says that these things are a part of our lives. These things are a part of our daily existence. How many of you guys communicate with your parents or sisters with text messages, right? And everybody's at home. Raise your hand. Yeah. So, you put hands down. So the fact that you guys send text messages within your home means that texting is a part of your communication. It is a part of it is like a staple. It's just like having sugar. How many of you guys have to help your parents with their technology because they just have no clue? Okay. Now, what that means is that you guys have done what is called outpacing adults when it comes to adapting to mobile technology. And I'm not surprised. Studies have actually been done that said that one of the reasons that you guys have a propensity to learning, that you guys are so comfortable with this technology, is that you've been introduced to it since the early 90s. Since before cell phones were inexpensive enough for anybody to afford, y'all were watching television, seeing videos, seeing movies, seeing things that were getting you guys ready for the future. So when the future got here, it was like about time, whereas with adults, it was like, who needs this? So let me ask you a question. Who in this room thinks that if you put something on the internet, you can take it off? Like if you put a picture up, you decide you don't want it on there anymore, or it's something inappropriate in the first place, and you got in trouble and you can just take it down. Who thinks that if you put a picture on the internet, you can erase it? Nobody? So glad to see nobody raise their hand. And I like what they do. Like Facebook, for instance, if you upload a picture to Facebook, that picture automatically becomes Facebook's property. It's not even your property anymore. So whether you decide to take it down or not, they have already logged it in their system as data. So it is absolutely true that when you put something on the internet, you cannot take it off. So the best way to kind of think of it is like Buzz Lightyear. When you put it out there, it is gone to infinity and beyond.
We can't take back the damage that's done once that picture of us is out there.
1 in 5 teens actually admit to sexting themselves, and 7 in 10 admit to receiving pornography. This is the scenario that I run into most times when I am, doing a workshop or talking to the kids. So my question is, how many of you guys have ever just received a nude or lewd picture that you didn't ask for, you didn't even know who sent it until you had a chance to go through your phone to find out? Nobody has received it unsolicited? That is something that's very common in high school, for sure. What will happen is somebody will get a picture and they just send it out to everybody in their contact list. So then basically everybody that they know gets the picture. And what is cyberbullying? Cyberbullying is any kind of harassment or insults that is intended to do someone harm or damage, and it's done through wireless technology. And why do people cyberbully? Studies say, who knows? I mean, kids just do some crazy things we can't explain. But some of the main causes, they say, are frustration, embarrassment, wanting to be mean, the power behind when you're being a bully, because bullies do think they have false power, but they really don't. Some of it is, I call it keyboard courage, because you're typing on a keyboard and you're not face to face with this person. You can say some things that you wouldn't say if you were necessarily face to face to them. And what are the cyberbullying types? There are 3 types. A direct cyberbullier would be the one who is harassing their friend through something like Facebook or text message themselves. They are sending the message. They are the ones being mean. That is a direct cyberbullier. A cyberbully by proxy is someone who they're mad, so they go and get their girlfriend all riled up, so then their girlfriend will go and cyberbully the person, and they're not the ones doing it. That's a cyberbully by proxy. Every text makes history, so everything that you post on Facebook or post by text, all that stuff is making history. It used to be back in the day that you had to be a famous person in order for your history to be tracked, or in order for people to have a time continuum to follow you. But now with technology, your Facebook page, if you have a Facebook page, you're already writing history today. You're writing something that is a part of a permanent record today. So cyberbullying, or even just doing negative things on mobile technology, with mobile technology could affect your future. Now, cyberbullying hurts. So texting and driving. Let me ask you a question, and tell me by a show of hands. How many of you have been in the car with your mom, or your dad, or your brother, or your cousin, and they're texting and driving? I am so not surprised. And because of this type of behavior, you guys are going to think that it is okay for you to get behind the wheel of a car and drive and try to text at the same time. If you're under the age of 18, you're not supposed to use a mobile device at all. Not even a hands-free mobile device. It's actually illegal for you guys to use a cell phone while you're driving. 1 in 4 teens actually admit to texting and driving. Text tastefully. You'll always be respectful. That you'll be positive people. That you'll obey the law. That you'll love to learn. That you'll educate others, and that you will socialize sensibly. Go and Google yourself. How many of you guys have ever Googled yourself? I think that is a very good practice. Google is like the new credit check. For when you guys get older and you go apply for college or apply for a job, you will be Googled. Google is a part of what employers and administrators use to choose who's going to come into their colleges and take their job and receive their jobs. So Googling yourself is a very good habit. It's very good to do that. You should do it maybe every 3 months or so, 4 months or so, just to see, what your name is attached to, what comes up when your name comes up. And then secondly, to protect your passwords. Even if you love your best friend to death, don't give them your passwords. Yeah, your passwords are like golden tickets. I want you guys to kind of see it like that. Your Facebook password is something that you'll probably have for the extension of having Facebook, and I don't see it going away anytime soon. If something bad is going on, like if you hear about somebody being cyberbullied, you're cyberbullied yourself, or you have a friend, that's doing something inappropriate, then I suggest that you talk to someone. Tell someone, even if it's not your parents, or talk to an adult about it. Your school counselors, or you guys seem to be in a. I like the way this is even set up, because you have the ability to go to like the founder and to Anna when you guys need something, when you guys need to get something off your chest. So make sure you do that, because silence is deadly.